Gotta do a burger check on my way to NYU. Oh my god. My teeth looks yellow. Maybe it's just this lighting. I'm waiting for my NYU audition. I'm in the hallway. Lots of post stuff. Hey guys, so I'm back in Boston. I'm actually on my way to work now. I'm gonna be here today and tomorrow, and then I'm going back to New York Thursday. And when I get to New York on Thursday, I have Brown literally 2 hours after the bus gets there. So I'm kind of freaking out about the timing and such. Yeah, I don't know. I have to tell you guys about DePaul. Like, I have to do a sit-down video for DePaul and NYU. Oh my god, it's just been a crazy 2 days. Because I'm not in New York long, but I'm there for like a long time. So I wanted to be able to just like see all my friends. And I have been doing that, so I haven't had time to like kind of sit down and talk about everything that's going on. It's literally like -5 degrees outside. But yeah. I'm gonna go grab some tea. It's 4 a.m. in the morning and I'm waiting for my ride. Because I'm actually going back to the city today. I finished work yesterday. Anyways, the bus should arrive in New York at 10. And then I have my Brown audition at 12:30. So I'm kind of already dressed for my audition. I'm just going to put my makeup on the bus. Yes, my lips are still dark. I don't know what the fuck is happening to me. I think I'm just like dying. Who knows? Good morning. I don't know why he won't open the door. Can you go? Well, I guess we can just back up then. Hi guys, I just got to building 520 and it's pouring outside. I am getting ready for my Brown audition. I literally just did my makeup in the bathroom. Anyways, I had gotten off the bus and I took the train the wrong way. Then I had to get off the train and take it the right way. Then I walked a few blocks here, went to Ripley instead of here because they're in the same building, but they're not in the same place. Anyways, now I'm leaving the bathroom. Yay! I'm wearing all black today. I totally forgot to pack an audition outfit. I'm waiting at my Brown auditions right now. They did like an information session around 2 p.m. My audition's at 4:36. So I'm just waiting in the copy room of the building. I'm gonna try to meditate and just think about Portia. Because she's my hardest piece and I don't know how many pieces they're gonna ask me to do. And if they ask me to do Portia, I'm just gonna shit in my pants, so. Oh, I haven't eaten a lot. I haven't fasted since Sunday. Because I had a really bad night out. I mean, it was so much fun, but. Guys, so I'm at my Brown audition right now. And I'm trying to be quiet because I don't know what the auditors are and I don't want them to hear me talking about it. But I'm at my Brown audition. I just finished it, and they tell you in the room when you get a call back. So they're like, come back at 7:15. I'm trying to figure out if I should go to Queens and come back because I'm so hungry. I'm going to get my KFC. Come back. So one thing a lot of like the auditionees keep, the professors keep telling me, and that like I guess I've kind of always known, is that I'm not holding people up, but they keep like saying that I keep losing my voice. Sorry. And that's always been my biggest problem. I mean, from the moment I decided I wanted to be an actor, that's the one thing I've heard to this day. I have a powerful voice. I need to use it. Fuck. I don't understand. I've always been told this. So right now I'm going to the Boston Public Library. Go read some Mark Nepo, drink some tea. We'll see. Hey guys, okay, so I'm filming the recap. It's literally like a month after. I mean, I've already had callback weekends and all that stuff. Sorry. So this is the wrap up of NYU, Brown, and yeah, NYU. Let's do it. I arrived at NYU around 12:30, and I went upstairs and I signed in, and I ran into two people I already met at two previous schools. This is something that will definitely happen if you are auditioning at multiple schools. You will make new friends because you guys have already met at some other audition during the week or whatever. You will make new friends. Anyways, I ran into Alec from my Columbia auditions and Josh from my DePaul auditions, and I kind of just sat and hung out with them until it was my turn to audition. My first audition for NYU, well, the first round of auditions for NYU, I auditioned for a alumni and a current professor, and I led with my Shakespeare comedic, and then I followed it with my contemporary dramatic, and I went out and I sat down again, and about 10 minutes later they came back and they read the callback list for second rounds of auditions. Your girl made it, whoop whoop. So then they moved us from like the waiting area to the cafe area, and we waited again for about literally 30 minutes, and then we each got called in to see Lisa and Scott. When it was my turn to go, I went into the room and it was Lisa and Scott and two current students. One of them was a friend, so they actually couldn't stay because, you know, they don't want you acting in front of your friends. So they asked to see Portia and my contemporary dramatic piece. So I did those, and then I got to end of day callbacks. So by the time I got to second rounds of callbacks, which was the one with Lisa and Scott, it was around 4 o'clock. So at that time I've already been there for about 4 hours, which is crazy. Also, this was my most packed audition, minus Brown, but no, this was the most packed audition I had in my 5 days of auditioning for grad schools. So it was about 4 hours when I got to my second rounds of audition. It was around 4:30, and me and a few kids who all got to end of day callbacks just hung out around Soho. We went and we got food, and then we went to Kith. That was cool. Then we went back to NYU and we waited for about the last 45 minutes. And then we started the process around 7:15 of each of us doing our pieces for Mark and Janet. That process took 3 hours. I left NYU at 10:30, okay? So it was a long day. I'm grateful, but it was a long day. Anyways, so my callback, my end of day callback was with Mark Wing-Davey and Janet Zarish. And again, two current students were in the audition room again. So I came into the room and they remembered me from callback weekend, and they're just like, hey, what's up, welcome back. They asked me to do Portia. I was like, ugh, I really did not want to do Portia again. They asked me to do Portia, then they asked me to do my dramatic contemporary, then they asked me to redo my dramatic contemporary to a student, and then they asked me to do my comedic contemporary, and then they asked me to do it to a student. Then they asked me to sing, and I sang Maggie Rogers' Falling Water. Love you, Maggie. And then they asked me what my year was like, and I kind of said, I was nervous, to be honest, so I didn't really say anything meaningful. Spoiler alert, I did not make it to callback weekend for NYU. Oh well. And then my audition day at NYU was officially over. Woo! And then I hung out with Henrietta and had a really long night. It was fun though. Yeah, so that was my NYU audition. And now for my Brown audition. So after NYU, I actually went back to Boston for 2 days to work, and then I came back to New York and I did my Brown audition. I'm gonna start another clip. This is what I'm wearing for my Yale audition. It's just a basic black top with booties. And I'm probably just gonna let it fall like this at some point, because I like the shape that this takes, but I think it's too unprofessional looking. I don't know. But this is this, and I'm officially off to New Haven. This is what my makeup looks like. Probably not the best I've done, like, at all. It's trash. So let's talk Yale. I went in at 4 o'clock. Well, I was there around 3:35. Went in, sat down, waited about 30 minutes. They called our group the 4 o'clock group. And then we talked to 3 faculty members, George, Grace, and Walton Wilson. Then they separated us into 3 groups, and I auditioned with Grace, I think. Literally did the best I could. And then I just didn't make the cut. Didn't make the first round, but what was even better was track 14. The best part though was the student who was in the room for my audition. Literally, I think she ran after me when I was leaving and was like, you were great, and that she saw every moment to moment, and you know, she doesn't know what they're looking for, but I got the juice. And I just want to say that I'm really grateful for her like taking the time to say that, because it sucked, but at the same time I'm really happy with every other school. Yale is definitely not my top choice, but you want to audition for Yale, you know? I'm happy with the work I did, the actor that I've become, and this journey is officially over. I'm in Union Station. I'm waiting for the train to go back to Grand Central, and then I'm gonna see Brigitte, who I love so much. I can't wait. And then I'm gonna go to Sonia's birthday party, and tomorrow I'm gonna come back to New Haven with Brianna.
Customers, the 6:45 p.m. Shoreline East train to